have a problem with influencers at the Met Gala, influencers in fashion, influencers doing music, influencers creating business. Get the over it, bitch. I'm so tired of this like narrative about influencers not being celebrities. Why do influencers think we're celebrities? We are.
Hi, yes, hey, hello, it's Bora. Cue the intro. Let's just get into it. Yeah. So here are 3 reasons why influencers are not celebrities. Because some of y'all are getting very confused. And I need you to recognize that is not the case, honey. So most celebrities fall under 3 general categories: actors, musicians, and famous for being famous. So like a Paris Hilton, and later on Kim Kardashian and her family members kind of benefited off that kind of fame too. The first two, so musicians and actors, a lot of the times it takes years, literal years of their lives to get to the point where that people know their name, or to get to the point where they are given a role that actually makes like a splash in the pop culture realm, in the public consensus. Like that's why there's the term your big break. Because people that get to that point, they don't just get there most of the time. A lot of the times it's like little tiny roles, commercials, different stuff like that, or like small festivals, or opening for somebody at their concert. Little moves like that get you to that big break type of position. And that takes years. And there's also other types of celebrities, but I think they kind of go more under a niche category. So like athletes, classical musicians, and other people that their well-knownness is niche. Like obviously everybody kind of knows who Kobe Bryant is, Magic Johnson, Shaq, like all those athletes. But then only if you're a true basketball fan will you know like other people that maybe are popular, but not that popular that like even the general public knows who they are. So kind of like, I don't know how big Chris Paul is, but I was like a LA Clippers fan for like a few years, and that's the only reason why I would know who Chris Paul is. I mean, I think he's been in like State Farm commercials, but that's beside the point. Same with Blake Griffin. Like, I was an LA Clipper fan, so I really liked him. And maybe he doesn't fit into this category even now that I think about it, because didn't he date Kendall Jenner at one point? With content creation, there is no barrier to entry. So there's this idea that basically anybody can do it. And to quote unquote say anyone can do it, I know that like that can say a lot, and that's not honestly true, because you kind of have to have it to a certain degree. I mean, some of these girls don't be giving anything. So like, take that with a grain of salt. But because anybody can do it, there is a level of respectability and exclusivity that isn't there. And that's kind of what makes celebrities, in my opinion. Because that's why they all kind of like respect each other to a certain degree, because they know there is a craft. Obviously there's like things like nepotism and like people just getting really lucky and like outlier cases, but I'm speaking on a more general sense. And before you bring up different events such as award shows or like things like the Met Gala, I do want to point out that even if influencers are invited to those things, there are other ways to get tickets to that stuff besides like being personally invited by Vogue, like most celebrities are. Obviously, Anna Wintour has, in regards to the Met Gala, has final say, but companies also get like tickets. I don't really understand the full details of it. I don't know if they buy tickets or Vogue like says you have this many tickets. But like companies like Instagram, that's why the CEO was there. Like, is the CEO a celebrity because he went to the Met Gala? No. Also, you can buy your tickets. They're obviously mad expensive, but you can buy them. So YouTube also has tickets. That's how Jackie Aina and Eugene from Try Guys and Nikki Tutorials got there. And personally, I see them as content creators. I don't really see them as celebrities. So same with TikTok. I'm sure TikTok had some tickets, and that's how Charlie and Dixie got invited. Another thing that sets celebrities apart from influencers is the fact that their names transcend borders. What do I mean by that? For most content creators, their audience and people that watch them are either in their country or at least speak the same language as them. So like, I doubt Emma Chamberlain has a bunch of fans in like Poland or Kuwait or like India, which I'm not diminishing her reach and her impact. I'm just saying her name is probably only relevant to other English speakers or other Americans, or at least people in her audience demographic. Like, do you think Nikita Tutorials has a large audience in Sudan, or people in, not even a large audience, people know her in Sudan, or like Liza Koshy has like fans in Russia? No, they probably don't reach those people. And I'm a K-pop fan and I like BTS and I have a K-pop podcast. So I'm going to use BTS as an example, even though I kind of did want to keep this American focused. But like, I feel like I can almost confidently say BTS at least has one person in every country that has heard at least a BTS song. Like, every country on this planet. Like, I'm not, like, I know that sounds, it's like, stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
But I'm being dead serious. Like, I truly believe that. I'm not saying fans. I'm saying at least heard a BTS song. Okay, that's a very, very low level. African Army has been begging BTS to come to Africa. Africa is a continent, by the way, not a country. Come to Africa for years. Or they're begging. I don't think people are begging for American influencers to be coming to Africa. Like, I don't think people would be rushing to meet influencers in like Nigeria, per se, like they were to meet Cardi B when she was in Nigeria. Or like Meg Thee Stallion when she was in Nigeria, or even Jordan Woods when she was in Nigeria. And I honestly hate to say it, but like, when I was in Europe a few years ago, I saw Keeping Up with the Kardashian ads more than I'd like to. On the flip side, I'm sure there are influencers in countries like Mexico, Germany, Iceland that have millions of like social media followers. But like, I don't know who they are. And like, just because they have millions of followers doesn't mean people know you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you reach your audience, like your audience, not the general public. So that's how you're different from a celebrity. Celebrities, they transcend, their name transcends borders. Their names goes farther than the country they're from. Like, I literally didn't know who Tati Westbrook was until Bye Sister. And I'm on the internet a lot. So she has millions of followers. Doesn't mean everybody knows her. Another thing, celebrities don't rely on social media to stay relevant or to keep their jobs, per se. Celebrities are always celebrities at the end of the day. Influencers drop. I'm going to give a couple examples. So I don't really remember Megan Fox in her heyday. I was far too young to be watching the content she was in. But like, the fact that she was like an early 2000s hottie and then was blackballed, sadly, and then was able to make a resurgence now in 2021 and 2020, like, that goes to show that's the power of being a celebrity. Like, people will honestly be so nostalgic about you, where like, even if you're gone for years, like, you can still kind of low-key come up. Like, obviously that doesn't happen for everybody, but I think that once you're a celebrity to a certain degree, you're always a celebrity. Or like, Billy Ray Cyrus was for the longest time a one-hit wonder with his song Achy Breaky Heart, and I don't remember what year that song came out, but I mean, he's been a celebrity, or considered a celebrity, ever since then, because once you have one hit, your big break, you're always a celebrity. Even though I haven't heard about, for example, James Franco, I don't know, was he canceled? I don't know. Or like Dave Franco for years, doesn't mean they're not celebrities anymore. No, they're still celebrities. I mean, they're just keeping quiet, but like, they're still celebrities. I think when you're a celebrity, the only way you can stop being a celebrity is if you consciously remove yourself from Hollywood and the entertainment industry. For example, Kellis, the person that's saying, "My milkshake brings the boys to the..." She consciously left the entertainment industry and like is living a normal life now, or relatively normal. And she did that out of her own choice. Or like the girl from Even Stevens. She recently started her YouTube channel and like is talking about being a former Disney star and stuff like that. But she like left Hollywood on purpose. Same with another Disney star, Bridget Mendler. Like I'm pretty sure she's like going to nursing school or something now. So like that's the only time I feel like you can stop being a celebrity, if you make the choice to leave that world. Whereas when you're an influencer, you lose relevance and then no one cares about you anymore. Not that sounds really harsh. I don't want to say no one cares about you. I just want to say like maybe you're not bringing in the same bags. You're not having that many people check up on you as before. Like you had a clear heyday and now you're not really as relevant. And I don't think irrelevancy should be looked at as a negative thing. Like it does sound mean, but it's just a fact and it doesn't mean you're any less of a person. So like, for example, I'm only remembering this person because she recently came out talking about how like she went broke. But like, when's the last time you heard the name Glows Out? She was getting millions of views, yet you haven't thought about her in years. Same thing. Sorry, Tyler Oakley. I don't mean to like, what has Tyler Oakley done to me? Nothing. But like Tyler Oakley. Or like Bethany Mota. Literally, when's the last time you've heard Bethany Mota's name? Exactly. That's how influencers are different from celebrities. Also, I think you can be a public figure without being a celebrity. Like, think about like whatever, if you watch the news, my dad always watches CNN. So like, depending on what show you watch, what channel you watch, like you see those newscasters every day, you hear their voice, you know what they look like. You could probably identify them from by seeing the back of their head. If you saw them on the street, they're not celebrities. They're public figures. There's a difference. And I feel like just because you have a large following doesn't automatically make you a celebrity. Like you can exist in the public consciousness without being like a famous person. Like just because a lot of people know about you doesn't automatically mean you're a celebrity now. Also, if you have to stay relevant by consistently coming up with scandals to get people angry at you, then like clearly your relevance is at stake, and that is something not celebrities don't do that. They don't need to do that. So influencers are definitely well known amongst their audience, which arguably is niche, and then like other people don't know about them. And I think when you're a celebrity, the general public knows about you, even people that aren't fans of you. So no, you're not a celebrity.
Bora.